In ancient Vedic tradition, the concept of Indra's net offers a profound and intricate metaphor for the interconnectedness of all things in the universe. Found in both Hindu and Buddhist teachings, this image is one of a vast cosmic net, extending infinitely in all directions. At each junction of the net is a jewel, which reflects the light of every other jewel in the web, signifying that every part of the universe is interconnected, interdependent, and reflective of the whole. One of the most famous references to Indra's net comes from the Avatamsaka Sutra, the Flower Garland Sutra, in Mahayana Buddhism, which describes this cosmic web in great detail. In the sutra, the net symbolizes the interconnectedness of all sentient beings, events, and objects. Every individual entity in the universe is seen as a node in this infinite net, and its existence and identity are dependent on its relationships with everything else. This metaphor parallels contemporary understandings in quantum physics. The principle of non-locality, as evidenced in quantum entanglement, suggests that particles, no matter how far apart, can instantaneously affect each other. This mirrors the idea of Indra's net, where one jewel's change reflects throughout the entire system. Einstein, once skeptical of quantum mechanics, referred to this phenomenon as spooky action at a distance. The Hindu Rig Veda speaks of Indra as the king of gods, wielding a thunderbolt and governing the heavens. Indra's net, in this sense, becomes a cosmic order that sustains the universe. In modern terms, we could liken this to how ecosystems operate, an intricate balance where each species, from the smallest organism to the largest predator, plays a vital role in maintaining equilibrium. Disrupt one part, and the whole system suffers, just like plucking one string of a guitar sends vibrations through all the strings. One of the most easily understandable examples of Indra's net can be found in the digital age. Consider the Internet. Every website, every piece of information is interconnected, accessible through countless links. Every action online has a ripple effect. A single post on social media can spread across the globe, influencing thoughts, actions, and events. This virtual interconnectivity reflects the deeper truths Indra's net represents in the spiritual and physical world. Empirical evidence of this interconnectedness can be seen in fields like ecology. Studies on biodiversity show that removing a single species from an ecosystem can cause a domino effect, harming other species and the health of the system. Similarly, climate change is a prime example of global interconnectedness. The actions of one nation, its emissions, deforestation, or industrial activities, affect weather patterns, ecosystems, and human lives across the globe. Each action, like one of Indra's jewels, reverberates throughout the web of life. Even in psychology, systems theory echoes this notion. Families, workplaces, and societies operate as systems, where changes in one part, like behavior or attitudes, affect the whole. As Carl Jung observed, in all chaos, there is a cosmos, in all disorder a secret order. This statement underscores how, even in what seems like a random universe, deeper patterns of interconnectivity exist, as Indra's net suggests. The Bhagavad Gita, another key text in Hinduism, reflects this interconnectedness in its teachings on karma. It stresses that no action is isolated. Every choice we make affects not only our immediate surroundings but also ripples outward into the broader fabric of the universe. As Krishna says in chapter 3, verse 16, "He who does not follow the wheel of creation, set in motion by the gods, and is of sinful life, rejoicing in the senses, lives in vain." This verse reminds us that our lives, like jewels in Indra's net, are part of a larger cosmic order, and to act without awareness of this interconnectedness is to live without purpose. In essence, Indra's net provides both a spiritual and empirical framework for understanding the world. Whether through religious texts, ecological systems, or quantum physics, the idea that we are all interconnected permeates every aspect of existence. As the Vietnamese Zen master Thich Nhat Hanh said, "We are here to awaken from the illusion of our separateness." This echoes the wisdom of Indra's net. Everything we do, say, or even think has consequences, and these consequences stretch far beyond what we can see or comprehend. In modern terms, think of a single consumer choice. Buying a cup of coffee affects farmers on another continent, the environment due to packaging, and economies through global trade. Everything is interdependent, every action is reflected infinitely across the net. Ultimately, Indra's net calls us to live with awareness, to recognize that our lives are bound in a web of cause and effect, and to remember that each of us is a jewel reflecting the light of the whole universe. Thanks for listening. Nate.